What should we do at a time like this? Even the god to which we pray does not have the power to defeat Valmar. There are things we can do before we waste our time praying, otherwise we could lose this fight. But what can be done? Take on Valmar, evil incarnate? It's no good. We have no way out of this, but what can we do? Where you at? Where you at? Where's the Grandia Saber? Ba, 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 bum. What the heck is this? Grandia Saber. There it is. Where's the entrance to it? Ba, ba, bum. Why'd this happen to the innocent? What did we do to deserve this? Why'd they have to be killed? Pull yourself together, we gotta focus on survival right now, nothing else but surviving. It's too dangerous here, the survivors must get to the kingdom of Cyberm, we must focus on pulling through this. Someone help, please, please help my child at least. As said, Elena and Rita only got to fiddle with the church because of the failed ritual. Zera's original plan was to use Celine to collect the parts with the Knights' Inquisition. Yeah, I totally believe that was his plan. I agree with that. He planned to harden Celine so he can track down the other pieces. Fair enough. After all, the pieces of Valmar tracked each other. Only after the ritual failed, Elena took the wings inside her. Zera changed his plans, yeah. I think Celine was fully informed about Zera's plan, but was devoted so she acted like he bid it anyways. Yeah, Celine was like, what's the word for it? Celine did not, she just did blindly follow, not really blindly following orders, but she just like, you know, she just killed herself and did not care at all. Ba, 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 bum. Oh, you just stand here and you can go to the Grandia Saber. We're going to save the world, and we're going to save Elena. We're going to the moon. Oh, better go there before Eggman blows it up. Oh, cutscene. Just to give you guys a perspective on how much of the game is left, we have... Oh, wait, cutscene.
What an odious thing. The smell. That is the root of destruction.
So that's Valmar's moon. Tio, just plunge it in.
Yes, sir.
This is the third to last dungeon. After this dungeon, we have 2 more dungeons of the main story. Technically a third, because there's an optional Raw Hills bit. There is an optional Raw Hills bit, which isn't really, it's a dungeon to a sense that it has treasure and enemies, but it doesn't have like any story. It's the special scenario like what Grandia 1 has. Nothing lives in this place, only this foul smell. It's still inactive, the revival of Valmar has not yet begun. Don't give a damn. Need to get Elena back now. So after this dungeon, we have 2 more like story dungeons in the game. So we are very close to the end. We're not finishing today. We're gonna have to finish on Sunday. I should definitely do my coins. We have a lot of coins. Pop a bomb. give you a tornado upgrade. I don't know when you get your last skill. I thought Tio had a 4th skill. I don't know when she gets it though, because we're coming to the end. No, I knew we weren't finishing the game today. I said possible, but unlikely. You could finish Grandia 2 in like 20 to 25 hours if you speedrun it, if you don't talk to NPCs, but I've been talking to NPCs. I'm taking my time with the game, so it's going to take us about 30. I knew we weren't finishing the game today. I'm expecting another stream. Do this, Stormcloud Chain. We're getting to the point where I, like, don't know what to upgrade. Grandia 2 is anywhere from 20 to 30 hours of a game. It depends on how you play, it depends on how many NPCs you talk to. Difficulty is a big difference. If you're playing on normal, you're going to see less numbers, obviously. I'm playing on hard, so I knew that going in, that, you know, we were going to get to 30 hours. I'm just using whatever. We're at the point of the game where I'm not putting too much thought into this. Like, we're so close to the end, I don't really know what to level up anymore. Yeah. Actually, I still have like 8,000 special coins, which is a lot. Level that up, level that up, level that up. Might as well get Flying Senseiken to level up. I knew we weren't finishing the game today. I played this game many times, so I have a good idea of how the game goes, like how long it takes to get through sections. I think, I'm trying to think, if we can get to the Raw Hills optional sequence, that'd be a good progress thing. Which is very possible. Beast can smash this one.
Lotus flower, bloom.
Beast King smash!
Grandia 2 could be beaten in 20 hours, at the minimum, I'd say. If you're beating Grandia 2 within 20 hours, you're skipping dialogue. Unless you're like, you know, really doing speed running. Like a non-speed run playthrough of Grandia 2 will take you at least 20 hours. Lionheart, Lion Boots, Leo Rex, Battle Axe. The bottom two are important. Plus 20 defense, plus 20 move. That's pretty good. We don't need the evasion buff anymore. Yeah, like, a casual playthrough of Grandia 2 will take you at least 20 hours, I'm willing to bet.
Lotus flower, bloom.
Ba, 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 bum, bum. Plus, I'm taking my time with the game. I love this game. I don't want to, like, rush it necessarily. So I'm talking to NPCs, I'm taking my time with it, not speedrunning. I'm doing enemy encounters. Mostly the NPCs thing. Like, I'm trying to take my time with it, so I don't mind it taking longer. It just means I get to play the game more.
Nothing withstands my blade.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Speedrun for glitchless is 9 hours and 42 minutes. Interesting.
Lotus flower, bloom,
Die. Maybe not the best move to use, but whatever.
Sworn enemies, you shall
I have
be
the
defeated.
I got the SP
Take
ups. We have the SP items now.
Sky Dragon Slash!
Team has 3000 HP.
These guys were no real challenge.
Hey. Give me a butter roll. 2 of them, in fact. Oh, I didn't read part of your theory. What reinforces my theory? Well, I didn't read this part. Celine following us to the body. I highly suspect that Zera sent Celine. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she probably is. Celine is probably following us. Maybe. I would think so. Although there's no way to actually know. There's no way to actually know how much, like, Zera... How much manipulating Zera does and, like, how behind the scenes he is and stuff. Like, he knows a lot, sure, but there's no way to really know how involved he is. I bet that Zera uses Celine to do all, like, his quote-unquote dirty work. Like, not to say Zera is not involved at all, but I think Celine is a big part of it. But yeah, I would say I mostly agree on your theory. Kind of checks out. Oh no, cold.
If you want to beat me.
Bum, bum, bum.
Searing fire! Cleansing flame!
I honestly think Celine following the party is, like, not outside the realm of possibility, considering her actions in Rumu Village. I think it's very plausible that Celine would be, like,
lotus flower,
suspicious of the party and tailing them the whole time. I think that checks out, to be honest. I think, like, her first encounter in Rumu Village, like, she's just like, oh yeah, I gotta, like, keep an eye on Elena and stuff. I could totally see that, to be honest. Like, she would see Elena as a quote-unquote threat, I guess?
eliminated,
For lack of a better term. An item here? Oh, there's 2 pathways. Money, money, money. I think Syrum's gonna have a shop.
lotus flower, bloom,
Get wrecked. Do this. Has the high level of involvement. He has the master plan to revive Valmar, yada yada. I mean, yeah, I'm sure Zera has his own involvement, obviously, but Celine is kind of out there collecting the Valmar parts and everything, and gathering and searching for them. I'm not trying to say Zera's not involved in his whole revival plan. He is. He's the mastermind of it all. But Zera mostly used Celine for it, I think. Like, Celine was out doing things and seeing the state of the world and everything. Also, it wouldn't be that hard to hide your status as a corrupted pope, given how people like Elena are. Like, they just blindly follow orders. Like, they didn't realize that, only they just found out that Grandis was dead, so people believe in the power of Grandis, or at least the people of the cathedral do. Again, different parts of the world, people believe in different things. That's my perspective on it, though. Would fit for someone who plans this plot for years to send this most fanatic follower behind you? Yeah, I agree with that, too. Whether Celine did it of her own accord or just Zera told her to, yeah.
You better practice if you want to beat me.
I would almost guarantee that Celine is tailing the party throughout the entirety. Give me an ambush. You know what? Give me an ambush. You know you want to. Something I really like about the plot twist is we're gonna see more of it later, and it has a lot to do with Elena's growth. I really like the I just love the different like belief system they got in Grandia 2. Like, you got people that believe in like no god, like Merrick's people believe in no god. You got people that believe in Granis and everything. People like Elena who've been sheltered their entire life and know very little about the world. So like Elena like doesn't know what to believe anymore, especially finding out that Granis is dead. Like, you can imagine what she's going through. I think the world of Grandia 2 is really well crafted, and the people in it represent really cool beliefs and stuff. And it just adds to the world really well. And there's people like Tio, who, she's an automata, she's learning the world. Like, she doesn't believe in any god, because she's focusing on herself and learning things and putting things into perspective. And we'll get into Ryudo's whole... This is about, like, Ryudo trying to find what he believes in, even though there are teases to what he believes in. Why is this a bubble machine? It looked like a bubble machine. We'll get more on Ryudo, and we'll get to see what he chooses. His answer and everything is a big story moment for him.
Lotus flower, bloom.
It's really nice. Again, the raw story of Grandia 2 might seem like nothing special, but it's got many layers and themes that you can pick and look into deeper, and it adds so much to the game. It's so much more than its simplest form, basically. But you could take the main story of Grandia 2 and put it to its simplest form, but it's so much more than that. Like Grandia 2 and FF10, let's use FF10 as an example. They have similarities, but they are not similar, like, in the slightest. Sure, they have similarities, but they both do very different things with their, like, false religion plots and different sides plot and all that. So yeah, FF10 and Grandia 2, like, similar themes in them, very different games. They have probably, like, you could probably find a few overlapping similarities, but for the most part, they are very different.